Hello YouTube, my name is Fez and today we're gonna go over my Death Knight macros. Most of these are for Unholy since that's what I'm playing at the moment and I don't have room to keep my Frost and Blood macros at the same time. So let's get right into it. Let's start with my pet macros. Any class that has a controlled pet must have these macros, allowing you to keep your pet on passive for a much better control of it. These macros are 1. Pet follow macro. You can add other pet skills to this macro if you find it necessary. For example, I add dash for my hunter. Since my Death Knight pets do not have this skill, this macro will still work. Pet move macro to control where your pet is or to leave it in a different ground level for some type of ambush attack or something. Now for my Death Knight specific pet macros. My first macro has 3 different uses. It will raise dead if you do not have a pet active. It will cast Dark Transformation if you do have a pet and you have all the stacks. And it will cast Blood Tap, not only to get your Dark Transformation right when it procs, but also to use any other skill that you may find necessary at the moment. My next 2 macros are my pet stun macros. These macros will make it so your pet stops casting Claw, so it can save enough energy to cast Gnaw. That way you will most likely get it off right when you want it, and it will do the same thing for your focus target. Then we have my pet leap macro that can also be used as a stun when your pet is transformed. You can also macro this for a focus target, making it perfect for a range focus interrupt. And my last pet macro is my pet heal, a simple macro to cast Death Coil at your pet. Now let's talk about the rest of my Death Knight macros. First, my Death Coil macros. We have my Lichborne Heal macro. This macro will display Lichborne in your bars so you can keep track of its cooldown, but it will also allow you to spam Death Coil on you when Lichborne is on and use your Healthstone at the same time. And we also have my enemy Death Coil macro that will send your pet to attack and your target and turn on Claw and of course cast Death Coil. Next, we have a very important macro for any Death Knight interested in PvP. This macro will cast Blood Tap and Necrotic Strike at the same time, allowing you to much more easily stack your necrotics on your target. Then we have our Stance Dancing macro to go back and forth between Unholy or Frost presence and Blood presence. Next we have my Burst macro, casting Gargoyle, Frenzy and your DPS trinket all at the same time. Then we have a macro that I recently made because I found myself lacking on timing my Death Strike well, so I macroed with Blood Tap just like Necrotic Strike and the next macros that we will go over. My Strangulate macros will allow you to cast Strangulate right when you need it, assuming that you have enough blood charges saved up for it, and I also have a macro for my focus target. Same thing with my Soul Reaper for better timing. Next 3 macros are macros that are mostly used in Arena, but are also useful in Battlegrounds. The Focus Dark Simulacrum macro to get those cheap Cyclones, Ring of Frost, Hexens and whatnot back on our enemies. Our Focus Death Grip to use as a nice interrupt. And my @friend Frenzy to avoid CC that breaks on damage such as Polymorph or Repentance. That is it for my Death Knight macros for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it and it helped you out in some way, and if it did, please leave me a like, share and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching and don't forget to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. Until the next one, good hunting.
This video is part of The Wave Movement, a career path in video sponsored by TGN. To learn more, visit tgn.tv.